Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer and I want to help my ladies today find their man of their dreams. The man that is going to treat them so well, the way Jesus Christ intended for you to be treated and loved and cherished. Do you want a man that respects you, that honors you, that treats you way better than you could ever even imagine? Well, let's make sure first that you have things in the correct order. See, there are certain ways that we need to organize our life. There are rules, and people don't like to hear that word. People don't like rules, but rules are actually very good for us. They give us boundaries. They give us something to strive to keep us in line, to keep us on the straight and narrow path, and it is for our good. It's like a good parent. A good parent really cares about your wellness and your safety and your health. And we have a good Father. Our Heavenly Father, He gives us the book for us to abide by. He gives us the Bible for us to follow. There's a reason why it exists. And we have to have everything in correct order. And gosh, there is so much that I want to say on this topic, because my sisters, my ladies here, I hear the common complaint: where are all the good guys? There are no good guys out there. And I'm like, yes, they are. Let me tell you how to see them. Let me tell you how to attract them into your life. Maybe you are attracting nothing but selfish, self-centered men. There is a reason why they are coming into your reality. And there's a way for you to not even, like, they won't even see you. And this is it. You have to have this in the correct order. If you are a single lady, and this message even applies to married women, or women that are engaged, or women that are already in a relationship, make sure that you have this in correct order. And if you don't, that's okay. You can always adjust and modify so that you can be living on cloud nine, because you are to be living on cloud nine. That was the whole purpose of our greatest love, our one true love. It's such a special season right now. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. I would love to get into that, but I want to stay on topic. You have to have fallen head over heels with Jesus. He has to become your greatest love, the being that you cannot live without, the being that you obsess over, the one you dream about, daydream about all day long, and obsess over, and have limerence over. Okay, limerence has a negative connotation, but go look up what limerence means. This happens to people where they trauma bond as well. And a limerence basically means it's that the thought of this person creates a chemical shift within your body where you feel like they make you come alive. We have to make Jesus Christ so real in our mind. He is not just this man that came to earth and died. He's our God. He is God in human form. The Lord said, my children, my beautiful children, they need a visual. They need help. Because no matter what I do to prove that I love them, they still need help visually. Like Jen is a visual learner. Let me send her a man that she can relate to, because I relate to eyes. I don't relate to a burning bush. I need to fall in love with a man. And this man is Jesus Christ. In my last video, one of my last videos, I said, if you are struggling with not feeling loved, this is what I do, because it's a lie. It's a complete lie for me to buy into that I'm not loved and that I'm not good enough. There has been plenty of people in the world that have tried to affirm that truth or fake truth into my own reality. And I finally had to spit it out and reject it. No more. No more of that limiting belief. No more of playing small. No more of waiting to be chosen. I was already chosen. We have already been chosen. So sometimes, I'm here in my car and I put my hand out like this, but on this side where the passenger is. And I literally have a conversation with Jesus as if he's holding my hand. And I sometimes get nose kisses. He tucks me in. He tells me how beautiful I am. He tells me how much he loves me. All of the things that we need, not that we want, not that it's love is a necessity. It's not an option for us to have in our life. We need it for survival. We need love and to be seen and to be heard and looked at in the eyes and validated and smiled at. Okay? This is science. I'm not just making this up. It's not my opinion. It's scientifically proven that when we are from the ages of when we are born to the ages of 7 years old, our neural pathways are wired a certain way. We're given a blueprint to our identity. We become a very specific type of person that interacts in a very specific type of way here with other beings based on our experiences as babies when we are in our subconscious mind, where we're just soaking everything in. And we become either very needy adults, or we become very fearful. We're afraid of relationships. We're afraid to get close. We're afraid to love. We're afraid to get hurt. We're just afraid of everything. And sometimes people are wired to go back and forth, to be anxious all the time and to be fearful. Anxious, like you're disorganized, you're all over the place. And what we all strive to be when we have really wonderful childhoods, where our parents look at us in the eyes and they smile at us and they hold us when we need to be held. They pay attention to us. They tell us the words, I love you. And we get the kisses and the cuddles. And we are heard and we are seen and we are validated. That is what creates a secure human being, a secure adult. And when you are secure with yourself, you pretty much lack nothing. And if you don't have Jesus in your heart, of course, you're still going to lack. And right now I'm just talking about humanity, science, how we are wired. And as we grow up, as we get out of our 7-year-old mind, we start to get out of the dream state in our mind. We become more aware. We start to be conscious of our surroundings and the people that are around us. You like my straw? And we start to question things, people, and we become a little more fearful because we're more aware of our surroundings. Like when you're a little kid, you need protection. You need to make sure that your parents keep you out of harm, or you're gonna walk in the middle of the street. But as your mind starts to wake up, but it really ends up going back to sleep. Okay, it's kind of the opposite in the world, because we live in the upside down world. That's what I call the world. It's upside down because everything we're taught is so backwards. It's so upside down. So in our unconscious mind, when we are babies up to 7 years old, that is truth to us. We absorb what we call truth. And a lot of times it's a bunch of garbage. It's you're not worthy, you're abandoned, you're abused, you're neglected, you're mistreated. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're wired all messed up because you've gone through trauma. Sometimes it's just going to school and kids make fun of you and your heart gets inflicted. And you carry that wound with you. And so when you grow up, I say that you start to fall asleep because you end up, that subconscious mind ends up being the one that's actually the driving force to all of your decisions. Have you noticed how some adults, and I include myself in this, like a lot of the stuff that I talk about is because I've lived it, I've seen it, I've coached people through it, I've helped people heal through it. I'm not just grabbing it from thin air. It's from living on this planet long enough to learn, and all the reading I've done and all the research. But some adults, sometimes they don't know how to be emotionally regulated. So sometimes as adults we act in a way that we don't want to act, and we don't know where it's coming from. I've seen grown women get so upset, like my age, and they're sucking their thumb in the corner of a room because they're so wounded over something. And it's not to make fun of people at all. Es pobrecitos, están sufriendo mucho. These are all signs that people need a lot of help and a lot of healing. And so we revert back to little kids, little children in adult bodies that didn't get their needs met. And whatever needs you didn't get, whatever wasn't met as a kid, you're going to replay them in adulthood, especially in romantic relationships. That's where they get played out the most. And that is why divorce rates are so high, because people haven't done the inner work. And I'm here to help families. I'm here to wake women up. Ladies, you want to be loved? You want to be treated like a queen? Well, do you have things in order? Do you have your king? Are you actually in love with the Prince of Peace? With the King of Kings, the one that calls you his princess? The one that's never going to leave you nor forsake you. He's the one that ministers to you. He's the one that tucks you in. He's your husband. Ladies, if you're single, make sure that you are pure. Make sure that you aren't polluting your soul or your spirit, because you are actually allowing spirits, demonic strongholds in your life. And a lot of men will tell you, oh, everybody's doing it. Why don't we just see where this goes? And let's act like everybody else is acting. Don't let any man convince you to lose your virtue. You have to be stronger than that. And the way that you resist that is by staying pure. No, you're not going to act like everybody else in this upside down world, because you don't belong here. This life, this world is not about us, ladies. It's about fulfilling and walking in our purpose. And you're not going to find your purpose until you find your one true love, where you feel elated, you feel the loving, you know the way you felt as a little girl when you would watch those Disney movies where she would be rescued by her one true love and the prince came and now she lives happily ever after. All of that is real. All of that is true, except the man. The man should have been Jesus Christ on all of those Disney movies. I'm not even kidding. I'm so serious. And we have to remind each other of this truth. That's why women tend to try to control their man, because they're not getting their needs met. Well, guess what? He wasn't designed for you to have your needs met. That is not why the man exists. He doesn't exist for your purpose, for your glory, for your joy, for your happiness. The man exists for the glory of God. He exists to become more in the image of Christ. And he has a really big task in this world. He needs to be so in tune with Jesus Christ that he will sacrifice where sacrifice isn't even difficult for him. He's already done it so much by giving his life to Christ that when he's ready to find you, his queen, he's already learned how to abide by Christ, to sacrifice for Christ, and he's going to sacrifice for you. That is man's greatest challenge, is to not be selfish and to put his woman first. And woman's greatest challenge is to respect the man. Stop trying to control the man. Let the man be. Follow him. But it all has to be in order, because you're not going to naturally follow a man, ladies, if he's not submitted to Christ. When a man is submitted to Christ, you will naturally submit to him if he is the one for you, and the Lord will confirm that for you. And if you're single and you're looking for a boyfriend, wrong. If you're single and you're going out and you're just scanning the room to see if you're gonna find your future husband, no. You're supposed to be so lost in your purpose. There's a story in the Bible. Naomi. Ruth. I really hope I got this right. I don't have my Bible on me, and sometimes I get stories mixed up. But she was out in the field, Boaz. She was just doing her thing. She was as happy as can be. She wasn't lacking anything. She wasn't feeling unworthy, unloved. She knew she was loved. She didn't need another human being, a man, to come and give her identity. She already knew that. And she was happy if she was alone, and she was happy if she met someone that the Lord would bring to her. But either way, she's happy. So if you're not happy and at peace and enjoy while you're single, well, have you fallen in love with Christ? If you have not, then I urge you, I don't suggest, I urge you, get to know him. He's truly amazing. He's the one that's going to be with you till the day you die. Everybody else in this train of life is going to get off your train of life at some point. And sometimes I get down on my knees and I say, Lord, please, please never leave me. I never want to be away from you. I always want to be in you, and I need you to always be in me, remain in me. I don't trust myself to always remember to stay connected. I'm in this weak human body and this mind that can be double-minded. I know you have to understand your weaknesses, ladies and gentlemen. And just be honest. Say, God, if you see me straying away, if you see me idolizing something or someone more than you, please show your face, a flash. Let me hear your name. Bring me back. Wake me back up. Because we slowly, we fall asleep every day. And so every day we have to get connected to the truth. We have to get connected to God, because we are in the upside down world. We don't belong here. We belong with God. We are his children. He loves us so much, and we will be tested. So you have to fall in love with Jesus Christ, and you will naturally love your life because of it. Because when you first seek the kingdom of God above all else, when you seek God first, you're gonna lack nothing. You're gonna be, everything else is gonna just work itself out. And it's a process. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm saying it like it's super easy. And when you are challenged, know that I'm here for you. I can help you. I help many ladies through this process. It's a first stage of unraveling the limiting beliefs and knowing that you can and you will live that dream life that you just see other people living. But you belong there too, and you deserve to be there too. There's just a little work to do sometimes. I hope that this video served you, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies, if we can get our life right, then we can inspire men to do better. Because I really feel that that is part of our responsibility as daughters of the Most High. We can't be ratchet. We can't be, what's the word that I'm trying to say here? We can't be not worthy of fighting for. We can't be like fast food, fast, cheap, and easy. We have to be high quality. That's worth fighting for. You have to know whose you are, okay? I invite you to like my YouTube video here and follow my channel. And sometimes I post fashion stuff on Instagram and foods that we should be eating and exercise and all things of wellness and lifestyle. Adios.